Chapter 8. Reflexive Response Rehabilitation. Moving beyond holding it still. Traditional bracing tries to freeze the spine in a straighter shape. Sometimes that pause helps for a while, but it never teaches the body how to stay straight once the brace comes off. Reflexive Response Rehabilitation, often shortened to RRR, takes the opposite path. It views scoliosis as a software issue in the brain's posture program, not just a hardware bend in the bones. By training the brain and nerves to fire the right muscles at the right time, RRR turns good posture into an automatic habit instead of a forced position. What exactly is a reflex? A reflex is a fast, automatic reaction that happens without slow thinking. When a doctor taps your knee, your leg kicks out. That is a reflex. Posture is guided by many small reflexes working together all day long. They use signals from eyes that watch the horizon, inner ears that sense head tilt, skin and muscles that feel stretch and pressure. If any signal is fuzzy, the brain guesses, and tiny mistakes stack up until the spine drifts. RRR clears the fuzz and rewrites those reflexes so stand tall feels as natural as breathing. How scoliosis mixes up posture loops. In many kids with scoliosis, scientists find slower muscle response on one side, quicker fatigue on the other, and extra sway when eyes close. These quirks form a loop. Weak feedback causes drift, drift causes weaker feedback, and the curve grows. A brace may hide the drift, but it does not repair the loop. RRR attacks the loop head-on by sharpening the body's built-in sensors and strengthening the muscles that obey them. 3 core pillars of RRR reset. Wake up sleepy balance sensors so the brain gets clear data. Retrain. Practice reflexive core strength isometric movements that teach left and right side muscles to pull evenly. Reinforce. Use resistance during everyday actions with the ScoliSmart activity suit to lock new patterns into long-term memory. Each pillar overlaps the others, much like reading, writing, and speaking overlap when learning a new language. Balance drills. Waking the GPS. Imagine the brain as a GPS that needs 4 strong satellites. The satellites are your eyes, ears, feet, and core. Balance drills make each satellite send a louder, clearer signal. Popular tools like wobble boards, standing on a round board that tips in all directions. Exercises start easy. Stand on 2 feet, eyes open, for 30 seconds. They grow harder. Stand on 1 foot, eyes closed, and turn your head side to side. If you wobble, great. The wobble is the lesson that rewires your nerves. 6. Sensory feedback games. Fine-tuning the antennae. Some drills add special cues, such as vibration plates that send gentle buzzes through legs and throughout the body, or posturomed balance retrainers that are like jogging for your brain. These cues act like highlighters in a textbook, marking the exact spot the brain should notice. Over time, the highlights fade from gear to memory, and posture stays straight even without gadgets. Neuromuscular patterning, teaching muscles the right dance. Standing tall is not a single motion, but a dance of hundreds of tiny muscle steps. Neuromuscular patterning drills break that dance into simple moves. Cross-crawl marching. Touch right elbow to left knee, then switch, while keeping your eyes level. Bird dog holds. On hands and knees, stretch opposite arm and leg, then swap. Thoracic extension pulls. Use a resistance band around the chest to practice gentle, unhunching movements. The most advanced tool is the ScoliSmart activity suit, or similar systems. It looks like light athletic gear with stretchy cords. While you walk or run, the cords give a subtle counterpull that nudges the spine straighter. Because the pull changes with each step, muscles learn on every stride without bulky hardware. Emily's turnaround, a real-world example. Emily, age 14, loved dance, but dreaded her 30-degree thoracic curve. Her doctor prescribed full-time bracing, yet Emily felt trapped and stopped dancing. Her family chose an RRR program instead. At her first session, Emily could not stand on a foam pad for more than 8 seconds without wobbling. 4 months later, she held the pose eyes closed for 40 seconds and ran her old dance routines while wearing a posture suit. Follow-up x-rays showed the curve had stayed at 30 degrees through a growth spurt, and her lung capacity improved by 12%. Emily returned to her recital feeling confident and without a brace under her costume. What the research says. Several studies now compare RRR to traditional bracing. One European trial followed 2 groups of teens with similar curves between 20 and 35 degrees. The braced group wore a hard shell 18 hours a day. The RRR group did daily balance and pattern drills plus 6 hours in a posture suit. After 2 years, 70% of the RRR group either held or reduced their curves, versus 48% of the braced group. The RRR teens reported higher scores in comfort, sports participation, and self-esteem. While more research is underway, early results suggest that teaching reflexes may protect the spine as well, or better, than holding it still. Common questions and honest answers. Question: will RRR make braces useless? Answer: maybe. Some children still wear a nighttime brace for extra support, but many reduce brace hours once reflexes improve. Question: is RRR safe for severe curves? Answer: yes. Programs are tailored for each patient's needs. Large curves do require additional and ongoing treatment and supervision. Q. How long before we see results? A. Most kids notice better balance and some curve reduction within the first few days, with more permanent changes in 3 to 6 months, especially during consistent practice. The bigger picture. Healthy habits amplify. RRR reflex training thrives on a well-fueled brain and body. Enough sleep lets neurons store new patterns. Protein and vitamins repair muscle after drills. Hydration keeps joints and discs cushioned. Think of RRR as the center gear in a machine. Nutrition, rest, and mindset are the smaller gears that keep the whole system spinning smoothly. Key takeaways. RRR fixes software, not just hardware. By sharpening reflexes, it teaches the spine to self-correct. Balance and pattern drills fire up sleepy sensors. Wobbles are not failures, they are lessons for nerves. Light resistance in motion locks new patterns. Posture suits turn daily walks into training sessions. Consistency wins. Short daily practice beats occasional long workouts. Research is promising. Early studies show RRR can match or beat bracing for many growing kids. Life integration makes it doable. Toothbrushing balance stands and TV time cross crawls add up. Looking ahead. With reflexes awake and muscles in sync, the spine now has a stronger defense line against future twists. Our next chapter introduces Small Curve Camp, a proactive program for early stage curves that blends RRR, smart nutrition, and family coaching into a fun boot camp style week. You will learn how starting early and staying active can keep small curves from ever becoming big worries. For now, remember this simple promise of reflexive response rehabilitation. Teach the body well, and it will stand tall all by itself.